Hey Pisceans, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your 3-month ahead preview spread here. So your meditation, I saw Superman. Okay, I saw Superman. Let's go with it. Well, specifically, I saw a skyscraper that was gleaming and the sun was gleaming off of it. Very, shiny, clean skyscraper. And it was basically acting as a large reflective surface. And I saw Superman on top of the skyscraper kind of turning to camera, as it were, me as the viewer, and kind of winking. And then I saw, it kind of got jumbled, and I've seen the Marvel films, or I'm sorry, forgive me for I have sinned, the Justice League films, or the Justice, what is that? Not Marvel, but DC, sorry, the DC universe. I know that's a high crime to mix the two. I've seen them, but I'm not like overly familiar, but I saw an aspect of Superman's experience where he dies at one point and he goes and then he's brought back, I think, by Batman. Just stick with me here. Brought back by Batman, and there's a feeling of reluctance to come back home because really where he was home. And it feels like that is apt for you guys. Over the course of this next 3 months, I feel like you've been in a certain energy of etherealness or in your own energy, or a certain where your time has been balanced with points of, what you want to focus on or what's important to you. And I feel like there is a call to get back to business in a way. Not that you haven't been doing your own business, but I feel like you're going to be called back onto the stage or called back into life in some way or called back into a routine of some sort. And it feels very bittersweet, but it feels largely positive. It's kind of akin to when you've had like a free period for a long time in school, and then it's like, okay, well, now that free period that you've enjoyed is shit. Not that you've been entirely free. You've definitely been engaged in work and process, but it feels like that free period is shifting to something a little different. And it feels like you are in for a shift of change, but it feels highly positive, but it does feel like it will require some energy on your part, but it'll be more than worth it for sure. So we're going to get an animal energy for you with a tarot and then an advice as well. So your overall animal energy is, I cannot with this, but I will, B, which is all about getting to work. What were we literally just talking about? So this also equates to a 3 of Pentacles energy, which is about, artisan. That's the card of the artisan, the work that you do having long-term and lasting effects and recognition. So it being around for a long time. This also speaks of your connection with the community as well and why you do what you do, right? Why do you do what you do and your relationship to your work? How do you feel about it? If you were to, not to get too grim, but if you were to die tomorrow, would you feel like you left your piece of the world better than how you found it via the work that you do? Also air energy here, and I definitely saw Superman, so definitely working energy for your next 3 months, but it feels really nice. It feels like you're in for a boost of confidence, okay? In for a boost of confidence as well. The Hierophant with the B. I'm so here for this. Taurus energy, Hierophant. This is things being exactly as they're meant to be. Order, order in the court. This is about the traditional viewpoint of everything has a place and a time and a way. And while in a certain, shadow aspect, that can be a bit restrictive, right? I find it in this context to be immensely comforting when it's linked up with work like that. And the 2 keys here. Polar bear energy also has a lot to do with a fierceness, but with ancestry and family matters, right? I'm also hearing with this ancestry and looking ahead, how is your work influencing you? What are the long-lasting effects of it? What is your relationship to what you do? And do you truly love it? Feels like the theme for the next 3 months, and it feels so positive. I can't even tell you. You guys are the second to last reading that I'm doing for this round, and this feels like I just got a jolt of positivity, which is really nice. Yes. I'm also really drawn to this Aurora Borealis aspect that we're seeing here about the polar bear, which talks about, a shift in perspective and where your focus lies. So your advice is the sea serpent, which I'm really obsessed with because this equates to a Queen of Wands energy, which is about your seat of confidence. And I already felt like you were getting a confidence boost. Your seat of confidence, but also, yes, you guessed it, your relationship to your creative life, being a leader in your own life, and taking initiative where initiative is needed. Okay? It's really beautiful. Also, sea serpent in medicine with Yermungandr, the world serpent here, speaks of emotional healing, right? This is your advice. Emotional healing, rooting into your seat of confidence and taking divinely inspired action around your hopes, dreams, goals, and to-do lists, especially as it relates to, yes, your work, but also matters of the home and your physical body as well. Okay? Obsessed, Pisces. Okay, let's get a tarot here. Oh my God, I love it. Pisces better do. So this with the Six of Cups here, which I'm so obsessed with because look at these little otters here. So Six of Cups is about nostalgia, childhood, being in the present moment, and deriving satisfaction from things being exactly as they are. The fact this is lining up with Sea Serpent, you are being called to literally let the road before you unfold to and for itself. You are on your highest and best path. Let me let you in on a little something. Like I said, you are the 11th reading I'm doing. I've not said that for any of the other signs. No shade, I'll tell you, but that's what's coming through for you, Pisceans. You are on your highest and best path. All you need do, right, with your advice here, is to enjoy the moment that you're in and allow yourself to detox any challenging emotions, especially as they are connected to anything to do with the past, but especially I'm getting a special message around anything to do with your self-esteem. Self-esteem can be a lot of different, cover a lot of different terrain, honey, but I do feel like in terms of for you, self-esteem could be something about your physical body or your relationship to your work or even your interpersonal relationships. Your self-esteem, cleansing out anything that feels stagnant around that, and also allowing yourself to embrace and love yourself exactly as you are. I love that that's your advice. Be in your given moment and embrace your unique self. Great. I'm so serious. Like the other signs, it's been a bit more diagnostic and a bit more, a little more intense. But this is just like, hey, Pisces, live. I got this new oracle deck that I'm so obsessed with. It's flowers and poetry. Oh my God, I can't with this. I can't with this. Look at this magicalness. Nasturtium, victory and conquest. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. We have been talking about your relationship to yourself, your self-esteem and emotional healing. I love this for you. Victory and conquest. I also feel like this is speaking of, what's on the other side of this 3 months for you, right? He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. I'm also going back to that Superman aspect as well, right? Superman's relationship to his work, I wonder what that was like. Do you think he was troubled? He seems like a troubled fellow to me. So much that he needed to be Clark Kent sometimes. Something to think about is coming up for you, okay? Over the course of the next 3 months. With that being said, Pisces, this is your 3-month ahead preview spread. I so hope that this helps and resonates. Thank you so much for being here. And most of all, just thank you as always. Thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.